Hey everyone. So today what we're going to talk about is timing for your meals. Timing is very important, and it's a very simple thing that you can start implementing at any time. And it's a nice thing to kind of get used to before you start making other changes. If you can get the timing of your meals down, and get in a habit of eating this way, it can be very helpful. So what you want to shoot for is 5 to 6 small meals per day. It could be 3 small meals and 2 to 3 snacks, or 5 to 6 small meals. However you want to look at it or plan it out. You don't want to go very much more than 3 hours without eating a meal or snack, and definitely don't go more than 4 hours. So try to keep it 2.5 to 3 hours if you can. But once you hit that 4 hour mark, it's too long without having anything to eat. So here's an example here of just times that you could have your meals or snacks, that I think would work for a lot of people if you spread them out. These are every 3 hours. So whether you do breakfast or a snack at 6 a.m., I think a nice kind of pattern would be breakfast at 6 a.m., a snack at 9, lunch at noon, a snack at 3, dinner at 6, and then a optional snack at 9. If you find that by 9 o'clock you're really hungry and you want to have a snack. I go to bed at 9, so I'm most likely not going to have a snack at 9 o'clock unless I'm really hungry and I don't want to go to bed hungry. I might have something very small. So the way you want to kind of plan this out is if you calculate your calorie needs and then divide it by either 5 or 6, whichever one that you decide you're going to do, 5 meals or 6 meals a day. Divide it by 5 or 6, and then that's how many calories you should have at that meal. So don't worry, we're going to talk about how to do that. If I can get my next slide. There we go. So this is just kind of a simple way to figure out how many calories that you need per day. So basically you need about 1 calorie per kilogram of body weight per hour out of the day. Now in the US, we don't really use kilograms, we use pounds. So I put out here how you do this conversion. So the example here is for somebody that weighs 140 pounds. If you divide 140 by 2.2, that gives you the kilograms. So an 140-pound person is 63.6 kilograms, or 63.6 calories per hour. So there's 24 hours in a day. So you're going to do 63.6 times 24, and that's 1,526 calories per day. Now what this gives you is the resting metabolic rate. What the resting metabolic rate is, it's how many calories your body needs to function at rest. So this doesn't take into account anything extra that you do throughout the day. So any exercise that you do, any extra activity that you're going to do throughout the day, this doesn't account. This is just like if you were laying down in a bed doing nothing for 24 hours. This is what your body would need to function. So if you take that calories per day, divide it by 5, and that comes out to 305 calories per meal. So that can kind of help you plan out how you want to do your meals and snacks. Some people might want to take a little bit of the calories from their snacks and put it on the meals instead. You're welcome to do that, and we'll talk in another video about what you should be eating at these meals, and nutrient-wise, how you should be dividing them up. We'll also talk about what the different nutrients are and what they're important for, and what their sources are and what you should be eating, how much you should be eating. So we'll get into all of that. But this is just a nice way to get started. If you can figure out what your simple caloric needs are. If you're going to add some exercise into your day, then you want to increase this depending on how much of a workout that you're doing. I would say probably about 400 calories for a heavy 45-minute to 60-minute workout. On the other hand, you also want to think about, are you trying to lose weight? So a healthy weight loss is 1 to 2 pounds per week. Anything more than that typically is just a fluid loss. It's not actually, you're not losing any fat, you're losing fluid. So 1 to 2 pounds a week is a healthy weight loss. 1 pound is 3,500 calories. So in order to lose 3,500 calories, or 1 pound in a week, that's a 500 calorie deficit every day. So if I wanted, if my needs were this 1,526 calories per day, and I was doing nothing else, I was doing no exercise, and I wanted to lose 1 pound, I would need 1,026 calories per day. So that's subtracting that 500 calorie deficit to get the 3,500, which is 1 pound. Now, I am going to exercise every day because, right, that's part of this group. We exercise every day, and that's 2 points for getting that exercise in. So this 1,526 might kind of be on track for me if I want to lose a pound a week. So I'm just going to take a second to talk about why do we want to eat every 3 hours. A couple reasons. So when you eat every 2 to 3 hours, 3 to 4 hours, your body's going to be constantly working. And you want your body constantly working because if it's working, it's using calories, it's burning calories. Excuse me. So by keeping your meals more frequent and small, you're boosting your metabolism. So your body's working all day, you're burning more calories. The other reason is, so when we sit down and eat a meal, we only want to eat as much food or calories that we need to sustain ourselves to the next time we eat. Now, but when you think about this, so if you eat a huge plate of pasta or, large portions of meat and starch and veggies, whatever it is, if they're large portions, your body's going to use what it needs, and then it's going to store the rest. So we want to avoid our body storing that extra, because once it's stored, it's more difficult for our body to use it. And what is it stored at? It's stored as fat. So we want to avoid that. What else? So, okay, so say you're getting 300 calories per meal. The idea is you want each meal to sustain you for the next 3 hours until the next time you eat. So by the time it's time for your next meal, you should be feeling hungry because your body has burned up and used those 300 calories. So then it's time to eat again. You haven't stored anything because you've used all of it over those couple of hours. Now you're hungry. Mealtime, your next 300 calories, you're going to use it. Your body's going to burn over the next couple hours. No storage, no weight gain. Metabolism is up, and it's going to help you lose weight. So that's kind of the simple science behind why we should be eating frequent small meals. All right, guys, and I will see you tomorrow for the next video. Thank you, guys. Let me just figure out how to stop. See you tomorrow.